Korean people to come back, to unite, to work together.
Welcome everyone. We're talking to Major General Nerdah Bo Mya of the Karen National Defense Organization, and he's in the conflict area near the Thai-Burma border near Karen State. Hello, brother. How are you?
I'm good, brother. Good.
Okay, so we hear a lot on the news nowadays. The media reports the Burmese, some jets have bombed areas in Karen State. Can you give us an update on that and anything else you'd like to say on the situation?
Yeah, since the 27th until today, they continue bombing the Karen areas in the 5th Brigade areas. And they bomb many places in the 5th Brigade, so some civilians got wounded, a few deaths and some casualties.
We heard thousands of IDPs have now fled their villages.
Yeah, villagers were afraid because of the Burmese army bombed the place randomly, and that's why for their safety, people like to go across the border for temporary shelter, and but now they moved back to our areas already.
Okay, so they're going back. Okay, what's your reaction to the KNU lodging a statement, issuing a media statement saying they're not going to cooperate with the Burmese authorities or meet with them? Can you give us an update on that political situation?
It's good that KNU came up with a statement saying we cannot cooperate with this kind of activities and with kind of people. They're troublemakers. We don't call them, they have no legitimacy anymore.
How do the people feel? What's the mood of the people, the average Karen villager? How do they feel about the political situation?
Well, no pain, no gain. They feel we have to, sometimes we have to sacrifice, and we have to move on because our journey is not over yet. We have to keep moving toward our victory and the freedom of the Korean people. They're all on the high spirit. They have good morale. They're willing to fight for the Korean freedom.
We also have Karen populations in the Delta areas, right?
Yeah.
Are we getting any sort of feedback from them or reports or cooperation or anything like that? We hear any new news?
Yeah, they're fighting without fear. They're very brave people, and they sacrifice a lot because they're facing the Burmese military with weapons, and they are without weapons. So what I want to encourage them is we have to fight with our head, use different strategies, different tactics, because the war is not going to overnight. We have to think about many tactics, many ways to win the war and to win the battles. But I also want to encourage them, also advise them to fight with their head, look at the long-term procedure, and also come up with different tactics to win the battle on the street, to win the battle in the cities, and later to win the war. They can open up a new front in big cities, and we can call it urban guerrilla warfare.
If all the people of Burma unite simultaneously at the same time, the regime can be brought to its knees and driven out of power?
Yeah. Any organization without the support of the people, they cannot survive. The people, they need to get support from the people. They need to get money, resources in order for them to survive. We have to cut off all the supplies.
In like 5th Brigade, they're going to cut the supply lines so that the Burmese soldiers do not have food in like say 5th Brigade or other areas. Is that currently going on? How's that going?
Not too long, they will be starving.
How is General Bojo and his soldiers doing up there?
He's doing great. He's a good leader. He will fight out. He will never retreat.
I will fight for my freedom. I never give up. I was born here and I will die here.
So we have so many different Karen groups. Well, a number of like so from the Peace Council, DKBA, KNLA, even the BGF. Can you make any comments on that?
Well, right now is the right time for us to come back together, to be united, because I can't see a better time than this. This is the best time for our Korean people to come back, to unite, to work together, to achieve our goal as soon as possible. Because if you wait, then the Burmese soldiers will come back to you in there. And right now, we got to be together. We got to come back together. Got to be wise. Got to make the right decision. And our mind, our soul, is just for freedom of Kawthoolei, freedom of our people, freedom of our Korean country. That should be in our first priority in our mind.
So that means basically that all the Karen groups need to come united, and then also all the ethnic groups. And we have an opportunity here to change get rid of this regime.
If we don't come together right now, when? So we all have to think about it. This is a critical time for our people to be united, to come back together, to work together to achieve our victory as soon as possible.
The Border Guard Force, you need to really reflect on the future of your people. Remember the principles of Suba Uji, and we need to sort of get rid of this regime completely. So please, the Border Guard Force, join forces with your Karen brothers and sisters.
That's right, brother. If you are born Karen, if you know yourself you're Karen, if you know yourself you're Karen, you got to do something right now. Not ethnic people, Burmans, we all are in the same boat facing the military dictatorship. That's why we have to cooperate, work together, and finish up with the military dictatorship. Burma comprises of many ethnic groups. Well, we all need our freedom. We need our freedom. The Burmans also need their freedom. They need their state. Like when we have a federal union or what we call the autonomous state, we all can cooperate, work together. I want to send one strong message to the Burmese government, the Burmese regime. The more they bomb the area, the stronger we're going to be. And we will never ever give up.
Particularly the cowardly acts of bombing civilians with airplanes. This is only going to make the people hate the Burmese government even more.
Yeah, that's right, brother. The more they kill our people, the more Korean soldiers they will see.
So we look forward to further updates. We'll seek to get more confirmation about the political situation. Please give our regards to all the Korean people there.
Yes, brother, I will do. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That's why we have to cooperate, work together, and finish up with the military dictatorship.